once. This is one of the reasons it freaked me out. And he was telling me, he goes, dude, one day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind and fire's going to start in the right place and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean and there's not a fuck we can do about it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it. Because these fires are so big, dude. When they're talking about like thousands of acres that are burning simultaneously with like 40-mile-an-hour winds. And the wind's just blowing embers through the air, and those embers are landing on roofs, and those houses are going up, and they're landing on bushes, and those bushes are going up, and everything's dry. And once it happens in a way where it's so spread out that there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do.
You just have to evacuate, right?
Nothing they can do. I talked to a fireman once. This is one of the reasons.
But see, speaking of these times, dates, and seasons, right now we have a once in 100 lifetimes to see this Atlas meteor going through the sky. For the next few days, while all this stuff goes on right now. The same way we saw the Devil's Comet the same time as the eclipse and the Devil's Comet over Portugal when all that crazy stuff in Spain was happening.
Fire just started here randomly. Dude,
The glasses, everything connects. Look at this article. Everything in this world connects. I mean, look at this right here. Earth is quite literally going crazy. Hyper-negatives happening just hundreds of miles away from each other. Y'all better find Jesus like the Ethiopian churches right now. Everyone's taking a sign because it is that time.
Does that even happen?
Well, you're seeing this moments after I saw it. The clouds just cleared, and I can tell you this is the most devastating event that I've seen. I've seen the earthquakes, all the fires here over the last 30 or 40 years, and we've never seen anything like this. This is Pacific Palisades, and the fire went through here, and it just took out thousands of homes all the way down to the shoreline. I mean, to describe it, really, it looks like a war zone. Now, the winds have died down a little bit right now, so they can make some progress, and as I mentioned, the smoke just cleared. This is the first time we were able to get in here and see the destruction. That's the village in Pacific Palisades. But as you can see, row after row after row, every single home burned right down to the foundation. Fortunately, this fire, we're not hearing about any fatalities. The other fire out in Altadena and Pasadena, we've had at least 5 people at one. Fortunately, everyone got out of this, but look at the devastation. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's hard to describe how bad this is.
God said he put the heavenly bodies in the sky to tell us about times, dates, and seasons. 3 blood moons are coming this year. And in just the first week of this year alone, we've had the Cybertruck, we've had the New Orleans, we've had mass casualty events, and the history-breaking LA fire. Yes, it's the biggest one in history.
Please, my God! My God! My God! Let my God out! Let my God out, please! Please, let my God out! My God! My God in the room! Please take my God out! Is somebody in here? No, my God! My God! Please take my God out! Crazy. Fell all the way from the sky, bro. Ambulance is here. Oh, the car got a ticket too. Maybe I should stay away. Well, boys, I temps are a little too. Well, boys, I temps are a little too. I really hope. Started here, and then he flew and curved down this way. Oh, here's another one right here. You see him? Flying right over our heads. Pointing it right at him. And now he's turning.
Ooh,
Yeah.
flashed.
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah, it just flashed.
I'm lasering at him, and he's curving.
Watching this video makes you just think like it looks like hell on earth, literally destroying everything in its path.
1 a.m. Our neighbor's house is going up, and they caught our house on fire. So we're going up. There's no water. There's no water. Mother. The neighbors caught our house on fire. The whole block is gone. It's gone. I can't save my house. I can't save my house. Because of motherfuckers. Oh! It's midnight, 1 a.m.
These saltwater crocodiles in Indonesia have apparently learned how to pretend to be drowning to lure humans in who they view as prey, who they then obviously eat.
Yo, turn around, huh? Yo, we got out this way.
Look at the smoke.
What the?
Dude, that's some fucking alien.
No, I've been seeing that all over the internet though.
Did you get a good video of it?
This clip is from Jenny Medina, who lives in Tampa.
Behind me, you can see this huge plume of smoke. There's a house up in flames. In fact, let me turn it around. That is a house right now burning in front of us that just ignited moments ago. All of these cars here, almost all of these cars around me here are abandoned. People just got out on foot because of gridlock traffic as hundreds, thousands of people try to get out.
Did y'all notice this on the Golden Globes hosted in Los Angeles on Sunday?
And the acceptance speeches have been on fire. Who got shouted out the most? Let's look at the numbers. All right, cast and crew are leading the way with 11 mentions. Moms are holding strong with 3 shout-outs. God, creator of the universe, 0 mentions. And Mario Lopez, host of Access Hollywood, 1. No surprise in this godless town.
Then, 2 days later, wildfires break out and ravage LA, decimating tens of thousands of acres, multiple fatalities, thousands of homes completely destroyed.
A catastrophic fire burning right here in Los Angeles. People are evacuating right now. Homes are burning. Cars are being abandoned in the street. Meanwhile, all across SoCal, everyone else is going into tonight nervously hoping that other fires don't start nearby, because the dry, dangerous winds that we have been seeing throughout the day are getting stronger by the minute. And the people that were abandoning their cars, I mean, you were in the middle of all of that. At one point, you were surrounded by flames. What was going on? Were officials, were police going around saying, hey, you need to get out right now? Or was this something that, you know, somebody saw one person do it and then everybody took off on foot?
Yeah, I think that it's a combination of it. Where we were, Gotti, because again, we couldn't go we could hardly go anywhere. We were like inching along. So in our little area that we were around, nobody came to us and said you should get out of your car. In fact, if anything, once we saw flames on either side, we came up with a plan. We knew that we were about a half mile away from an area where there was a strip mall and a Starbucks. So we felt like if we really needed to, we were going to get out and we would walk on foot and get to that area where there's probably more defensible space for us. But actually the firefighters came and knocked on our window and they said, you're going to be okay. It's going to be fine. We're here. Just roll up your windows and stay put.
Out here, and at some point they will be hurricane strength. That catastrophic fire we're watching right now is the Palisades fire. They say it's more than 1,300 acres, but that number is very preliminary, especially since that fire's been growing by several football fields every single minute. That's been forcing mandatory evacuations for about 30,000 people. So many people rushing to pack up everything they can, trying to escape as smoke fills the air around them, and that has created a traffic nightmare as people scrambled, then panicked when flames surrounded their cars. Get this, at one point, the LA Fire Department had to use a bulldozer. That is an LA Fire Department bulldozer right there, and those cars were abandoned when people got out, fled for their lives. Another scene a little bit down the way, you see it right there. Flames in that car, cars bursting into flames after they were abandoned, just terrifying moments all across the Palisades area. And all that happening as people are evacuating.
It seems it's about that time again. Time I go patent hunting, because every time there's something big in the news, I seem to find a patent.
Yeah, we are on the beach. I can see the ocean. I mean, this giant plume of smoke, this is a parking lot of a beach. This is usually where people would come, tourists would come in LA to enjoy a beautiful day. And this is all the coast right here. It's jumped the PCH. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of wild to think beautiful LA, palm trees up in flames right now here on the coast.
It is, y'all. Y'all can't tell me that ain't no phone. Look at this. Let's see what they talking about. Let's see what they finna do. Shit gonna happen right here. What is that, y'all? I'm right here in Oak Cliff, Texas, man. What is that? Tell me what that is.
And it's not just one fire. There have been a couple of fires breaking out throughout the day. That's what's so worrying about this entire situation, at times in middle of neighborhoods. Again, this is all being fueled by those Santa Ana winds that terrorize SoCal around this time of year. Dry conditions, we're seeing winds that could reach up to 100 miles per hour in some parts. And again, the threat is expected to only get worse tonight. This is happening.
I think what happened is that maybe people had to get somewhere. Maybe, you know, people just were fed up. It was gridlock for hours. And so some people just said, I'm going to get out.
And Liz, I know that we've been hearing reports of people possibly trapped inside. Any word on rescues going on tonight?
You know what we do know right now, Gotti? We have gotten reports of people trapped. It is all still very much unfolding right now as we continue to learn the magnitude of this. The one good news we have right now from officials at that press conference is they said that right now there are no reports of injuries. Again, we haven't been able to get into all of the affected areas, but right now that is a really positive development and actually pretty remarkable that they're saying that, just given how big this fire is, how fast it grew, and how quickly people had to get out.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a testament also to some of the firefighting that we've seen. It's incredible to see air attack coming in, the structure protection whenever they could. What have you seen firefighters do out there?
Yeah, I mean, it's been everything. They put all the resources to it. We knew going into this, you know, Californians, and you know this, Gotti, now, after years of really, really bad fires, are actually really prepared, right? We know when a red flag warning is coming to be prepared, to have a go bag. And fire officials are also prepared. And ahead of this wind event, they sent in extra resources to these areas. And so they have been able to get in here with airdrops. We have video from the fire that ignited on Sunset Boulevard in West Hollywood, a totally separate fire through LA, a helicopter coming in and doing an airdrop. When have you seen that? I mean, pretty remarkable. That said, there were a lot of challenges for first responders today because of the gridlock. They themselves were not able to get through because at times people were using, going both directions down one way. So first responders couldn't get to the places they needed to get to, which created a challenge. But again, as you say, Gotti, it's remarkable to see all of them. They're truly heroes. Even the fact that they took the time to come up to this gentleman here who was in hysterical tears about his dogs and said, don't worry, we'll go check on them for you. And they just called and told him they're okay.
Yeah, a little bit of good news out there. Liz Kreutz out there along the beach. I'm glad you're safe. Liz, thanks so much. We'll be checking back with you in a little bit. Let's bring in...
And I don't know if you've seen this picture or this video. Or this video where things from the other fire west of LA, the blue things didn't seem to want to burn. None of them. Which brings us to this video, which I'm sure a lot of you have seen, where a certain color doesn't seem to be impacted by that directed light. Which brings us to US patent number 103378. You can see the rest, but click on it, and what do we have? I'm not even going to say it up there, but you can read, and you can click, and you can read, and you can scroll. Go look for yourself. I'll tell you one thing I probably know for sure, though, is I bet a lot of the elites in that area, I bet none of them lost their lives. I bet they had some advanced warning of what was coming. But of course, all this is just speculation and satire, and I don't even know if that is CGI, AI, or what, but if I were you, I'd use my noggin and research more myself. Entertainment only, of course.